Hello and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me in another of my monologues. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who's donated and those people who've been in touch. I do try to keep up with the emails as best I can. Obviously I get quite a lot running a channel, but I do my best, so it's very much appreciated. And thank you for those that have been watching some of the other channels that I do. The Vogue Show, which is my pipe smoking channel, talking about pipes and various things. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I appreciate that. And the lovely Julia, who has her singing channel. So thank you for going on and having a look at that. And our English couple channel. We do enjoy making the content and bringing a smile where we can to people's lives. Yesterday, I was sorting out some weeds actually along a wall where I park my van, and Julia was coming over, and these weeds have just grown bountifully, and I thought, well, I ought to just pull them up and get them out of the way. They're sort of just encroaching on the lane, you see. So and we've had this beautiful hot weather down here on the south coast where I live, absolutely superb, and you can probably see I'm getting a bit of a tan now. So I was pulling out these leaves. Now there's one particular weeds. There's one particular weed that I have a reaction to. I don't know quite what it is about it, but if I am near it, I start to sneeze. You may have seen that we were in the forest or the woodland the other day, and that was beautiful. No problem at all. There you breathe in all the different plants, the cow parsley, the wonderful trees, all the other aromas of the wood. But there's this one particular, and it seems to be very much in town, a town weed, if you like. I don't know how it propagates along, probably gets blown, these little spores. Anyway, it was so hot yesterday, and there was a great clump of these things, and I wasn't thinking, I was just thinking I'd just try and get some space next to where Julia parks her car. And I yanked a whole load out, and this massive cloud of dust and spores and all sorts enveloped me. And I realised, I thought, uh-oh, that was a bit dodgy. Anyway, I got rid of the weeds, but within 5 minutes, I had this visceral allergic reaction, sneezing, like 10 to 20 sneezes all after. The body suddenly went into saviour mode, I suppose, protection mode, just suddenly, and you're trying to fight off this the spores that have got up the nose and wherever else they go. And within an hour, spots, not massive amounts of spots, but a few, little bumps and things, itches over the legs. I was in shorts, so my legs were all itchy, my arms were exposed, itchy. And it just, now I cannot think of any other plant that I have encountered in my life that creates this sort of thing. And it just happens to be one of those sort of weeds that grows out of cracks in walls, in the pavement and what have you. Horrible thing. And our friend Sean James Cameron has advised us in the past. He said the best thing to do is just pour boiling water on it, and it will just wither away, and that way you are not attacked by it. Of course, the wall in which the plants are in at the moment is just so full, you'd need, you need a hose pipe full of boiling water, so that's not likely to happen. But so there I was in this, and I thought to myself, I think I may sneeze now just talking about it. It's coming. Hey, shoo! Excuse me. So it's still sort of there, but so my voices are just that little bit. Well, not even 24 hours yet. It was at lunchtime yesterday. So yeah, so there I was, and my eyes were streaming, my body had gone into recovery mode. And it's very easy, I think, to think that you're under attack, and you immediately go to the medicine cupboard, and you think, right, I need this, I need paracetamol, I need this, I need that, I better have some of this, and all these things. And of course, all that does, really, is it cloaks and prevents the body from doing what the body is supposedly is supposed to do. And the body wants to continually keep you healthy. It continually is there to repair any damages. I mean, it's amazing, our bodies. And people often forget that our body will repair itself to a huge extent. You know, and we cut our finger and it'll go, right, I'm not just going to bleed out. Now, of course, there are some people who have a condition in which they have to be very careful, but that's rare. Most people, it will congeal, scab over, and over time it will repair itself. And you have to let the body, of course, do this, which is it's a natural thing. But we are almost so trained by the advertising, by the continual manipulation from the NHS and from government and from corporations to go and take something off the shelf, to go down to the dispensing chemist, as they used to be called, and get a preparation, you know, a medicine of some description. Now, of course, we can enhance and help our bodies by using natural remedies, some vitamin C, for example, or you know, we can, if we've got sores, we can put certain essential oils or castor oil over those, and we can help it with natural remedies, of course. But what we don't want to do is to stop the body from doing what it needs to do. And when you're sneezing and your nose fills up with gunk and your eyes are streaming and all those sort of things, you may be sweating, what we forget is that isn't so much that's the spores of the problem giving us that thing. It's our body going, I'm going to get it out. I'm going to get these toxins, which are not good for you, out. And very much we have to allow the body to do what the body needs to do, because the body is so clever. It's so remarkable. Another thing I do, sorry, I'm going to have to blow my hooter one more time, which is not pleasant, I appreciate. But another thing that we have to do, or what I think is to do, is to slow down, not fight it. Some people take these powders, don't they, that sort of, when you've got an illness, whatever it is, a cold or thing, you fight it, but it dampens it right down so that you can continue. Because we're trying to fit in with a corporate day, we're trying to fit in those meetings and all those things that we've suddenly deemed is more important than our health. And I think that we need to, as where possible, of course, within our daily routine, is to sit calmly, take lots of liquids, water, pure water, filtered water, or distilled water, or reverse osmosis water, whichever type of water that you prefer, with a little bit of Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt, whichever one that you prefer, so you're getting the minerals. Maybe taking some magnesium, some iodine, some vitamin C. I mean, luckily I didn't need any vitamin D because we've had plenty of sunshine, and some zinc, all those sort of basics. But the key thing is to stop, let the body do what it needs to do, sit. And one of the things I try to do, and I do this a lot whenever I'm ill, or if I've got an ache or a pain or a bruise or toothache or anything like that, is to get into the silence, to sit and focus on positive light taking away the pain. And you'll be amazed how easy it really is to take away a pain. Unless, of course, it's a stabbing pain that, you know, every time you move it comes in. But even then, but also using one's imagination to create light, to healing light, to sort of tell the body, yes, I'm with you, I'm helping you, I'm steering the light to focus and allow the body to do the healing. We're being bombarded by messages that we are hopeless. These hypnotic messages to say that we are, you know, we're just blobs, that we need constant attention from the government or from chemists or from the doctors. And we rush out to use these services because we have to go and do this work thing, which needs us to be fit and compos mentis. And that's a shame, really, because when our body is showing us signs that we're tired, or that we're not very well, or we're sneezing, or we're, blowing our hooter a lot. It's telling us that we need to just slow down a bit. Slow down, take it easy, and let the body do its work, rather than let the petrochemicals interfere with that flow. We're under attack, of course, all the time from various different toxins. A lot of them man-made. The spraying of the skies does not help. The various things that are in the water, the tap water, and of course, our diets are full of unnatural chemicals, which are not normally in the ground in the farming process, particularly if we're buying from supermarkets or fast food outlets or wherever. Unless we're actually growing the food ourselves and we've nurtured the soil, or we know some good farm shops where we can get good quality, organic, healthy, grass-fed meats and beautiful vegetables, then of course we're reliant that the glyphosate that's on the wheat and the bread and the other crops and whatever else is in the soil that's run off from the hills from somewhere else, we're ingesting all of this stuff and our body is constantly fighting. But so my message, I suppose, is, in my case, and people just do what they want. It's not for me to tell anybody how to live their lives. But just to say that our bodies are incredible things and will always want to heal itself. That we don't necessarily have to continually go running to the NHS. And I did a video the other day saying, who do you trust? Do you trust the doctors? Do you trust the medical people anymore? There is a huge breach of trust with them dishing out little white pills. And very often we know that doctors are under pressure to make money, and certain pharmaceutical companies will say, look, if you promote this product over that product, you'll get a bit more money. The whole industry, it's all to do with commerce and making money, and people's illness makes them a fortune. If more people understood that actually they can heal themselves by using nature and slowing themselves down and allowing their bodies to do the work, these big companies wouldn't need to keep us all ill, because we would just keep ourselves well. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you today, a little bit different. I hope that's okay. But yes, and this is again one of the reasons why I am very much craving to get onto the land, to have my own plot, so that one can grow all the little individual herbs and plants and get to know them more intimately and know, I'm feeling this way, I need a little bit of that. I'm feeling that way, I need a little bit of this. And make tinctures or make infusions and those sort of things to help the body repair itself naturally. And I believe we used to do that much more, but we've become lazy. We see these things in packets. We spend 10 or 20 quid on a few white pills. And do they really help? I don't know that they do, but perhaps you know better than I. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.